back to 72 hours. If you don't know what 72 hours is, it is a new segment I have going on where I go to a local website here and look at all the crime that has happened in the past 3 days. And I'll jot it down and then I talk about it. Sounds fun, right? October 6th, business robbed at gunpoint, suspect flees. As far as I know, they haven't caught that guy yet, which is nothing new in this town. It seems 9 times out of 10, whether it be armed robberies, home invasions, hit and runs, murders, they all get away. Especially the shootings. It happens every day here. Oh, you know. Reports of being shots fired, and then that's it. You know, people hear them all the time, they call it in, but the cops just don't have the time or day to deal with it. Also, October 6th, shooting on the east side, victim runs to a local tavern for help. I actually heard about that one when it was happening. They were recording live from that area. I used to actually do security for this place, and it doesn't surprise me. It is always crazy there, always. There's either fights, shootings, murders, just whatever. So it happened at this area, and then the person ran, I believe, yeah. I forgot what the name of the tavern was. But ran inside to get help. And, again, I don't know if the shooter was caught or not. I don't think so, because I haven't heard anything since then. So, it's a safe bet to assume no. October 7th, 4 suspects robbed business and then get away. Again, like I said, it doesn't, 9 times out of 10 they're going to get away. And I think everyone that I have on this episode got away. Pretty sure. So yeah, 4 suspects robbed the business and got away. That doesn't surprise me. It's usually like the more people that are involved in these types of crimes too, nobody wants to say anything if they see it. October 7th again, man purposely runs wife over with his vehicle. I remember this one happening when it came into my newsfeed on Facebook. It was, I don't mean to laugh at situations because they're not funny, but it's the randomness of it when it pops up. It's like, what? I wasn't expecting that. I think the guy was 58 years old and ran over his wife. I don't exactly remember the reason to why, but I think he was 58 and I think she was like 63. But it just makes you wonder what happened. October 8th. Death investigation. I remember hearing about this one. I think it's the one where I was just talking about this the other day. Neighbors thought the old man was just sitting on his porch every day, you know, waking up in the morning, they'd see him sitting there and just thought he was sitting on the front porch. Come to find out, he's actually dead for a few days before someone actually went up to him to see if he was okay. Again, I don't know why people don't check on their neighbors to begin with, especially if they're elderly. I just don't understand. You see someone there, and if he looks like he hasn't been moving in a while, go check on him. I guess he was slumped over. I don't know, you know, how you sit when you're outside sitting, but I don't think one of these, unless you're sleeping, I don't think one of these is just out there chilling. I don't know. October 8th again, suspect beats innocent victim during armed robbery. That happens a lot around here. They go into, it's either home invasion or armed robberies. They just beat the crap out of whoever's there for no reason after they tied them up. And they do their thing and then they beat them again before they leave. This town I live in, and I'm sure everywhere else too, that's like this. It's just... I wish I could say some good things about the town I live in, but there just isn't. There's nothing good. Everything sucks. October 8th again, armed robbery. October 8th, home invasion. October 8th, another armed robbery. So, 3 armed robberies and a home invasion, all on October 8th. Now, I don't think any of these people have been caught yet. Makes you kind of wonder. Yesterday, October 9th, teen dead on floor with a lot of blood. That's all it said. I don't know what happened to this teenager. I don't know where it happened. Why it happened, whatever. It's always sad though when you hear of a young one dying. It actually happens quite a bit around here. A lot of these shootings, there's always toddlers as these victims getting shot. I know a few of them, I think this past year, there's like maybe 2 or 3 between the ages of like 6 months and 3 have been shot and killed. And that's just unnecessary. Something needs to really be done around here, and nobody will do anything around here, especially the cops, because our cops even get killed and shot around here a lot. So I don't blame them for not wanting to. I won't say not wanting to, for being hesitant on going out and taking a lot of these calls. But again, somebody has to protect us if we can't do it ourselves, because October 9th, yesterday, again, shots fired. Don't know any more than that, just shots fired. This is like what I was talking about earlier. There's always reports of shots being fired, but nothing is done about it at all. And it says, oh, shots fired, get about your day now, whatever. I used to make a joke, it's like, you can't fall asleep in this town unless there's gunshots going off. You know how you count sheep and count gunshots. Hit and run on a motorcyclist. So somebody in their car hit and ran over a guy on a motorcycle. These always happen too. Comes to motorcycles. This person again fled, and I believe this one was caught. Uninsured, no license. So he hit the motorcyclist, ran, and got caught. Good. A lot of motorcycle accidents around here always ends up in death. All the time. Like another 9 out of 10 times that someone's dying on the motorcycle from being hit. I've known a few people personally that have died on a motorcycle. So there's 15 in progresses and 26 weapon violations since the last time, since episode 1. A lot of people in this community are afraid to even leave their house, and you can't blame them. My fiance doesn't even want to go places by herself without me, and I don't blame her. And I usually don't want her to go either without me. But sometimes, things happen to where I can't always be there. In my mom and dad's neighborhood a while back, they used to, and they probably still do, we'll find out this winter, because it seems like it usually happens in the winter time. People will be setting out their garbage at night to the curb, and they get shot or jumped right then and there and robbed. It's just how they do it around here. They wait, especially with the elderly, because the cold and the elderly don't really mix, so they are quick to pounce on the elderly in the wintertime. And it's just sad. It's, a lot of the 80, 90-year-olds are already in pain enough and fed up with life for being 80, 90 years old. The last thing they need is some punk ass coming up to them and jumping them and almost killing them. A lot of it too is gang around here and drugs. Drugs is a real big issue, whether it's heroin or cocaine around here. There was actually a guy, elderly guy, got arrested, no bail, for having, don't quote me on this number, I think it's like 30 to 50 pounds of marijuana, like the plants. But they got him for intent to sell or deliver, something like that, but he was growing it for his own personal use, and more than half of it was being frozen for when he needed it later on in life when he got even older, because he had PTSD from being in the military, and he had really bad pain and just, what was it, neuropathy. If he's not selling it, he's not bragging about it in public, he's not harming anybody, leave him alone with the marijuana. Marijuana doesn't hurt anybody. Let's keep selling alcohol. That is the cause of more deaths than a lot of other things out there. It just makes no sense to me. I can go on and on and on and on and on about how corrupt this world is and the city I'm in, and just, what can you do, you know? I'd really like to know what happened to that teen. It's sad. Anyone that young dying. It says teen dead on floor with a lot of blood. I wonder if maybe he shot himself, stabbed himself, or someone killed him, you know? They never get too in-depth about it, especially when they encrypted all the radio chat so that we could hear. And I'm still, you know, I think a lot of us in this town will always be pissed about that, because, like I said in the last episode, you want our help to get all these criminals in jail, but yet you won't tell us what's going on, but you want our help. Get your shit together. This is why we don't want to help you, because you don't take your job serious. You know, that's just my opinion. Again, that's another story, another day, another hour I could ramble about that. So, 26 weapon violations, 15 in progress. 2 deaths. No kidnappings this time, which is really good. I'm glad to see there's no kidnappings. So, thanks again for watching, guys. This was episode 2 of 72 Hours. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't checked out the movie review from yesterday, I did a review on Venom. Check that out, especially if you're wanting to see Venom but you're not sure yet. Check it out. It's worth the time. So, thank you guys. Stay safe out there. See you later.